Once there was a girl named Anna. She lived in a small town near the river. Her world was simple. She lived with her mother and younger brother. Her father had died when she was a little child. Anna was kind, soft, and always helped others. She worked in a small bakery. Every morning, she woke up before sunrise, made bread, and smiled at everyone who came to buy it. Anna's life was not rich, but it was peaceful. Until one day, love came. A new boy came to the town. His name was David. He was tall, smart, and had kind eyes. He came to work as a helper in a construction company. Every morning he walked past the bakery, and every morning Anna saw him from the window. At first it was just small smiles, then little words, then long talks. David started buying bread every morning, even when he did not need it. He said, "Your bread tastes better than any other bread in town." Anna laughed and said, "Maybe because I put a lot of love in it." Both smiled, and their hearts slowly started to meet. After some days, they started walking together by the river after work. They talked about dreams. Anna wanted to open her own bakery one day. David wanted to build a house for his mother. They shared their stories, their pain, and their laughter. Love was growing quietly, like a flower after rain. One evening, as the sun went down, the sky turned orange and pink. David held Anna's hand for the first time. Her heart beat fast. She looked at him, and he said softly, "Anna, I don't know what love really means, but I feel it when I'm with you." Anna smiled with tears in her eyes. "Me too," she whispered. From that day, their lives changed. They met every evening under the old tree near the river. They talked for hours. David brought small gifts, a flower, a bracelet, sometimes just a note saying, "I missed you." Anna kept them all in a small box under her bed. That box became her little world of love. But time moves fast. After a few months, David's company got a big project in another city. He told Anna, "I will have to go for some time, maybe a few months. But I'll come back. I promise." Anna's heart broke, but she smiled bravely. "I will wait for you," she said. The night before he left, they met one last time under the tree. David held her face and said, "No matter what happens, never stop believing in me." Anna nodded, trying not to cry. Then he left the next morning. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. At first, he called her every night. They talked for hours about everything, work, weather, their dreams. But slowly, the calls became shorter. Then they became less. Sometimes he did not answer. Anna told herself, "He must be busy." But her heart started feeling heavy. One day, she sent him a message. "David, I miss you. Are you okay?" No reply. Next day, nothing. Next week, silence. Anna waited every day by the river, looking at the road where he used to come. Her heart hoped. But nothing changed. One night, it rained heavily. She walked to the old tree, wet and shivering, and whispered, "David, where are you?" Tears mixed with rain. The small box of gifts felt heavier that night. Her mother saw her sadness and said, "Sometimes love is like rain, my child. It comes, it touches you, and then it goes away. But it still helps flowers grow." Anna smiled weakly. "But Mama, it hurts." Her mother hugged her. "Yes, love can hurt too. But that means it was real." Months passed. Anna stopped waiting every day, but she never forgot. Sometimes she still looked at her phone, hoping for his message. Sometimes she dreamed of him walking through the bakery door again, smiling like before. But the truth was, he never came back. One evening, as she closed the bakery, a woman came in. She looked beautiful and rich. She smiled and said, "Are you Anna?" "Yes," Anna replied softly. "I'm David's wife," the woman said. Anna froze. Her heart stopped for a moment. "His wife," she whispered. "Yes," the woman said gently. "I saw your messages in his old phone. I thought you should know. He had an accident 3 months ago. He didn't make it." Anna dropped the bread in her hand. Her eyes filled with tears. The world felt quiet, too quiet. The woman continued, "He talked about you before he left for the city. He said you were kind and made the best bread. I just wanted to tell you, he really cared for you." Anna couldn't speak. Her voice broke. "He cared for me?" "Yes," the woman said softly. "He did." Then the woman left quietly. Anna sat on the bakery floor, crying like a child. She opened the small box again. All those small gifts, the flower, the bracelet, the notes, they now felt like pieces of her heart. She whispered to herself, "When love turns to pain, it never really goes away. It just lives inside you quietly." That night, Anna lit a candle by the river, under the old tree, and said softly, "Goodbye, David. You will always be my first love." The wind blew gently, like he was there, saying goodbye too. Days passed, then weeks, then months. But Anna's heart still hurt. Every morning she worked in the bakery. She smiled at customers, but her smile was not real. Inside her heart, there was a big empty place. The place where David used to live. Sometimes at night, Anna went to the river. She sat under the old tree and looked at the stars. She talked to David in her heart. "Do you see me, David? Do you know I still miss you?" The wind moved softly, and she felt it on her face. She liked to think it was him answering her. Anna's mother worried for her. She said, "My dear, you must not stop living. You must find new light again. David would want that." Anna nodded but said nothing. Her heart was still too heavy. One morning, a man came to the bakery. His name was Tom. He was new in town. He looked a little shy, with kind brown eyes. He said, "Good morning. Can I get 2 loaves of bread, please?" Anna smiled a little. "Yes, of course." Tom came again the next day. And the next. Just like David once did. But this time, Anna didn't talk much. She just smiled politely. After a few days, Tom said, You make good bread. But your smile is even better. Anna looked down. Her cheeks turned red. Thank you, she said quietly. He laughed softly. I hope I didn't say something wrong. No, Anna said. It's fine. Tom was kind. He helped an old lady cross the road one day. Anna saw it from the bakery window. Something in her heart moved again, very small, like a soft light after darkness. A few days later, it rained. The bakery roof started leaking. Tom saw it and came inside. Can I help you fix that? He asked. Anna said, You know how to fix roofs? He smiled. A little. My father taught me. So he helped her. Together they climbed up and fixed the leak. Anna laughed for the first time in many months. Tom looked at her and smiled. It's nice to see you laugh, he said. Anna froze for a moment. David once said the same thing. Her eyes became wet. She turned away. Tom noticed and said softly, Sorry, did I say something wrong? Anna shook her head. No, it's just memories. He didn't ask more. He just stood beside her quietly. That silence felt peaceful. Weeks later, Tom came again to the bakery. This time he brought flowers. I planted them myself, he said shyly. They are for you. Anna smiled. They are beautiful. He looked happy. I'm glad you like them. Soon, Tom and Anna became friends. They talked about small things, weather, bread, dreams, life. One day Tom said, I lost my father last year. I know how it feels to lose someone you love. Anna's eyes softened. It hurts every day, she said. He nodded. Yes. But sometimes pain teaches us love in a deeper way. They both sat quietly for a long time. For the first time, Anna didn't feel alone. She still missed David, but she also felt that maybe she could smile again someday. One evening, Anna was cleaning the bakery when she found an old letter hidden under the counter. The letter was from David. Her hands shook as she opened it. Dear Anna, if you are reading this, maybe I didn't get to come back. I want you to know you changed my life. Your kindness, your laughter, your bread, everything about you made me better. Please don't cry for me. Live your life fully. Promise me you will smile again. David. Anna held the letter close to her heart and cried. But this time, her tears felt soft, not sharp. It was like rain washing away pain. She whispered, I promise, David. I will smile again. The next morning, she placed the letter under the old tree by the river and let the wind take it away. Tom noticed Anna was happier now. She smiled more and even laughed sometimes. One evening, he asked her to walk with him by the river. Anna, he said, I want to tell you something. She looked at him. Yes. He took a deep breath. I really like you. Not just as a friend. I think I'm falling in love with you. Anna froze. Her heart started beating fast. Tom, I don't know if I can love again, she said honestly. He smiled softly. I'm not asking you to love me now. I just want you to know my heart. I'll wait, even if it takes a long time." Anna's eyes filled with tears. "You're too kind, Tom," he said gently. "No, I just see something special in you, something strong. You turned pain into kindness." They stood by the river silently. The sky turned pink again, like the day she first held David's hand. But this time, she didn't feel lost. She felt calm. Maybe love was not gone. Maybe it was changing. That month, the town had a small festival. Lights everywhere, music, laughter, colors. Anna wore a simple blue dress. Tom came to the bakery and said, "You look beautiful tonight." Anna smiled shyly. "Thank you." They went to the festival together. Anna saw children running, old people dancing, and everyone laughing. She felt a strange warmth in her heart. For the first time, she laughed loudly. Tom bought her a small heart-shaped balloon. "For your new heart," he said playfully. Anna laughed. "It's still healing." Tom smiled. "Healing hearts are the strongest ones." When fireworks lit the sky, Anna looked up and whispered softly, "Do you see this, David? I'm learning to live again." The fireworks shined like stars, and in her heart, she felt peace. That night, when Anna returned home, she looked at the small box again. The one full of David's gifts. She smiled at it and said, "Thank you for teaching me love. Now I will learn how to live." Then she placed the box in her cupboard, not to forget, but to keep as a gentle memory. Time passed slowly, like soft wind moving through the trees. Months turned into a new season. The bakery was now full of life again. People came, laughed, and enjoyed the smell of fresh bread. And Anna, she smiled again, not because she had forgotten her pain, but because she had learned how to live with it. Every morning she opened the bakery early. The sunlight came through the window, and the smell of bread filled the air. Sometimes she still thought about David, his smile, his words, his kindness. But now, instead of tears, her heart felt warm. He had become a sweet memory, not a wound. Tom was still there, always kind, always gentle. He never pushed her. He just stayed by her side, helping her carry flour bags, fixing things in the bakery, or just sitting quietly when she was tired. One day, Anna said to him, "Tom, you are a good man. You helped me when I was broken." He smiled and said, "No, Anna, you helped yourself. I only walked beside you." She looked at him and smiled. For the first time, she felt her heart opening again, slowly, carefully, but truly. One evening, dark clouds covered the sky. It started raining hard. The river was loud and wild. Anna remembered the night when she once stood there, crying for David. Tom came running into the bakery, soaked with rain. "Anna, the river is flooding. We need to move the flour bags before the water comes in." They worked together quickly, laughing and running. The bakery roof leaked again, and they both got wet. But this time, Anna laughed loudly. "You and I, always fixing this roof," she said. Tom laughed too. Maybe it's destiny. They were both wet, cold, and tired, but happy. When the rain slowed, they sat on the floor, breathing hard. Tom looked at her and said softly, "Life is full of storms, Anna. But when we face them together, they don't feel so scary." Anna looked into his eyes. Her heart felt calm. She whispered, "Thank you for staying with me through my storms." He smiled, "Always." The next morning, the sun came out again. The air was fresh and clean after the heavy rain. Anna took out a small notebook and began to write a letter, not to send, but to release her heart. She wrote, "Dear David, I will never forget you. You taught me what love feels like and also what pain can teach. You will always be a part of me. But now I am learning to smile again. I met someone kind. He is not you, but he understands my heart. I think you would like him too. Thank you for everything. I will love you in silence, forever. Anna." She folded the paper and placed it in a glass bottle. Then she walked to the river, the same river where she once cried. She looked up at the blue sky and said, "Goodbye, my old love." Then she threw the bottle into the river and watched it float away. Her tears came again, but they were soft, peaceful tears, not of pain, but of release. A few months later, Anna's bakery became famous in town. People said her bread had a special warmth. She knew why. It was baked with love, pain, and healing. Tom helped her build a small garden behind the bakery. They grew flowers, herbs, and even fruit trees. Children came to play there. The air was full of laughter again. One evening, as the sun went down, Tom said, "Anna, I want to tell you something." She smiled, "Yes?" He took her hand. "I know you loved before, and I don't want to take that away from you. But I want to build new love with you, one made of peace and kindness. Will you let me try?" Anna looked at his eyes. She saw honesty, patience, and care, the kind of love that grows slowly but deeply. She smiled, "Yes, Tom. Let's try." Tom's eyes filled with joy. "You make me the happiest man in the world." The wind blew softly through the flowers. The old tree by the river stood tall in the distance, like it was watching them, blessing them. Time passed. Anna and Tom married in a small ceremony by the river. The town people came, clapping and smiling. Anna's mother cried tears of joy. Anna wore a simple white dress. She looked peaceful, glowing like morning light. After the wedding, she went to the old tree one last time. She placed a flower there and whispered, "David, thank you for loving me once. Because of you, I learned to love again." The wind moved the leaves gently, as if answering her. Anna smiled and walked back toward Tom, who waited with open arms. Years passed. Anna's bakery grew. Children ran around it, people laughed, and the smell of bread filled the streets. Anna and Tom lived a happy life. They had a daughter named Grace, with bright eyes and a sweet smile. Sometimes when Grace asked, "Mama, what does love mean?" Anna smiled and said, "Love is something that can hurt, but it can also heal. It is both pain and peace." But even when it hurts, it is always beautiful. Grace laughed and hugged her mother. At night, Anna sometimes looked at the stars and whispered, "When love turns to pain, remember, pain can also turn to love again." And in that moment, the world felt full of quiet peace. Love is a gift. Sometimes it brings smiles, sometimes tears. But every love teaches something: how to care, how to forgive, and how to grow stronger. When love turns to pain, never close your heart. Because one day, love will find you again in a new form. Thank you for watching this emotional story, When Love Turns to Pain. If this story touched your heart, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. More simple English stories are coming soon on English Fluency Stories to help you learn English with emotion and heart.